Maybe perhaps you'll get the time to do that later on. The title of this is Evidence and Precedents for the Rtvik System. Questions have been raised as to the historical precedents of the Rtvik Acharya system. What must be immediately noted in this regard is that many of Srila Prabhupada's activities as an Acharya were unprecedented, as were many of the activities of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Some have argued that Srila Prabhupada did not perform any unprecedented activities, but this is clearly not the case. Some examples of such changes are: 1. Harinam Diksha being given by mail. 2. Brahminical initiation being given by tape recording. 3. Ritviks or deputies chanting on initiate's beads. 4. The performance of marriages by a sannyasi. 5. Young unmarried women being allowed to live in the ashram as brahmacharinis. 6. Initiates' names being given at the time of Harinam Diksha. These activities, especially those relating to Diksha, were all unprecedented. Yet, at the same time, there were pragmatic arrangements made by Srila Prabhupada to facilitate his running of a worldwide Vaishnava society. He quite obviously could not be everywhere at once, yet such arrangements would allow him to give maximum encouragement to his followers, with whom he could not often personally associate, for training, instruction, and initiation. The scriptural principle is that one must approach a bona fide guru for initiation. The procedural aspects are details. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also performed activities unprecedented in the Gaudiya Sampradaya. For example, 1. He adopted the Ramanuja Sampradaya system of sannyas. 2. He allowed brahmacharis to wear the saffron cloth previously reserved for sannyasis. 3. He gave Brahminical initiation to all varnas. 4. He allowed sannyasis to wear sewn cloth, to ride in cars, to travel across the ocean, etc. All these activities were forbidden by the Vedas. All of the changes instituted by these acharyas were practical arrangements which were meant to facilitate the preaching of Krishna consciousness in human society. A Mahabhagavat or Mahajan may perform unprecedented acts or create novel methods for the salvation of humankind. Srila Prabhupada details this prerogative of the powerful Acharya in the pages of Chaitanya Charitamrita. For example, every Acharya has a specific means of propagating his spiritual movement with the aim of bringing men to Krishna consciousness. Therefore, the method of one Acharya may be different from that of another, but the ultimate goal is never neglected. Therefore, although I am a sannyasi, I sometimes take part in getting boys and girls married, although in the history of sannyas, no sannyasi has personally taken part in marrying his disciples. Arrangements made by fully liberated and authorized souls whose will and sound vibration are not different to Lord Krishna's establish precedents which may be followed without any fear of there being defective understanding, cheating, mistake, or illusion on their part. This having been said, it is worth pointing out the origins of the Rtvik system. A Rtvik is an officiating priest who performs a sacrifice or ritual on behalf of another. This is described in the Manu Samhita. My Sanskrit's not good enough to try to pronounce this, but you can see the verse. He who has been duly chosen to act for another person, for the purpose of setting up a fire sacrifice, for performing a sacrifice where cooked grains are offered in the sacrificial fire, or for performing the Soma Yagya and other such yagyas, is called his Rtvik, officiating priest. Manu Samhita 2:43.